I know you clicked this video to argue with me about the thumbnail, but hear me out. Hey YouTube, welcome back to SIBZ, West Coast, East Coast Siblings, where we cover your favorite movies and TV shows, and tonight we are covering In the Heights. Okay, so first you guys, I'm going to give you a general outline of the story, and then I'm going to give you my review. Okay, so, but I don't want to spoil anything, and more than likely a lot of you have seen this because it was a Broadway play a few years ago. Broadway musical a few years ago. So basically the story is about Usnavi, and he is a guy from the DR. He owns a corner store, and he has dreams of going back to the DR and reopening his father's bar there. Now, Usnavi is an orphan. His parents both passed away. They never tell us how. That's pretty much his goal. That lots of adventures and nonsense ensue. We meet a few other characters along the way who also have dreams of going somewhere or being something, or in the case of Nina, she goes somewhere and gets disappointed, and now she's trying to figure out where she wants to be. So yeah, that's the general outline. Moving right along. So the performances. Now, I think Anthony Ramos did a good job. He was heartfelt, entertaining, nice to watch, easy to look at. I had no real complaints about him. Honestly, though, he and Corey Hawkins's performances, Corey Hawkinson's the whole time, Anthony Ramos maybe a few times, were just so uppity. Like, so unrealistically, like, chipper and happy and yeah. And it's like, you know, I understand. I know it's a musical. I know it's more fantastical than the average movie, especially set in New York. But they were just so happy that it kind of threw me off and made me a little uncomfortable at times. There's a few times, and I remember one in particular, where Usnavi is talking to someone and he's like, let's go, but like he like has no facial expression while he says it. He's like, let's go! And it's just like, it's a little uncomfortable. Now, maybe I'm just a loser and I just don't know what it is, but like I've heard people say, let's go, like I know what it is. Yeah, it just came off a little forced to me. Not entirely, but somewhat. And I think their being so on was emphasized by Melissa Barrera and Ariana Greenblatt's performances, because they were so, not flat, but definitely lower down than that. The energy was very different between the guys and the girls. Leslie Grace is Nina, sorry, not Ariana Greenblatt. So I found that distracting, and that took me out of it a little bit. Yeah. Okay, let's get into the review. Honestly, you guys, I didn't hate the movie. I thought it was good. But I think everyone had made up in their minds that they were going to love this movie no matter what before they had seen it. I mean, the trailers get you so inspired and they get you feeling some type of way about being a minority and like, yeah! And I really thought it was going to be good. I thought it was going to be great. I really like Lin-Manuel. I loved Hamilton. Just fantastic. I thought Hamilton was amazing, and then when it came on to Disney Plus, I loved it even more. And so it was hard not to compare In the Heights to Hamilton. You know, same writer, same producer. And I think one of the things that was to In the Heights' disadvantage, you know, as a film, because it was a Broadway play just like Hamilton was. I hope they don't make Hamilton into a movie, but if they do, I hope they do it kind of better than they did In the Heights. Lin-Manuel's such a great writer, you know, and he's so lyrically interesting to listen to. But when you put that into a movie, you also have so many things going on visually, and the movie was beautiful to watch. I mean, so colorful, so vibrant, just like very visually pleasing and stimulating. But Lin-Manuel's writing is also very what's that word I'm trying to say? It's very entertaining to listen to Lin-Manuel's work. Lin-Manuel Miranda, sorry. I didn't say his whole name. I hope he's not offended. It's great to listen to his work, and I feel like I missed out on probably some of the lyrical genius in the Heights because I was so entertained by what I was looking at. So I think In the Heights lost out on that because that was, for me, one of my favorite things about Hamilton. And with the recorded version on Disney Plus, I was not so distracted. It was still a play on tape, so I could still listen and pay attention more, and I couldn't do that as much with this film version of In the Heights. Now, maybe I'm just not as skilled as the average viewer. I doubt it. Another thing that I wasn't crazy about, but all in all, you guys, I think it was a good movie, but it's not as good as the trailers. Just brace yourself now. It's not as good as the trailers, and it's not as good as Hamilton. Now, I never saw In the Heights on Broadway. Maybe it was better. Maybe the, film didn't do it justice. I could believe that, maybe. But I also didn't really like the music as much as I liked the music in Hamilton. I I just wasn't crazy about it. And I had high hopes, you know, so I think too it'll be interesting to compare this to Steven Spielberg's rendition of West Side Story, which will be coming out soon. And I don't know if it's fair, but I think it is because Steven Spielberg is a master of the visual arts in film, and I think he will do a much better job of telling a pictorial story that won't distract us from the great writing that is West Side Story. I mean, this wasn't terrible. Do I think you should watch it? Yes. Is it as good as Hamilton? No. And I'm sure people are going to fight with me in the comments, but I want you to think about this. Did you love the movie before you even saw it? After the trailer, were you like, I'm so excited to see this movie, I'm gonna love it? Because that's how I was, and I was a little disappointed. Just saying. Oh, also, I really liked Lin-Manuel Miranda's appearance as the shaved ice guy. I thought that was funny. The dancing was great to watch. Yeah, it was a good, entertaining movie. I just don't think it was as good as the trailers. The older people, like the grown-ups, were definitely, I think, better than the kiddos. They didn't distract me. I felt grounded with them. And when I say, like, the older people, I just mean the older cast. That's all I have for In the Heights. As always, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm interested to hear what other people think, especially, you know, theater fans. Anyway, like this video. If you like this video, comment, subscribe, and click the bell so you can be notified of all things SIBZ. I am covering The Bachelorette now every Monday night, so tune into SIBZ for that coverage. It's going to be a fun time. And Christopher is covering Loki. Oh, also check out our sister channel, The Lato Quante Ledger, where Jeremy is also covering Loki. You get 2 different opinions on the same story, which is great. As always, I think that's all I have. And I will see you guys in the next one.